No, please don't make me review that one. Yeah, I know, I said it was my dream to review every season, but I forgot about that one. Please just have mercy. You're gonna make me do it, aren't you? Well, it's a very dark and sad day because today I'm reviewing Power Rangers Turbo, the season where everything suddenly revolved around cars. And you know what? I've never really been into cars. Yeah, they're a great way to get from point A to point B, and it's probably good to have some basic repair knowledge, but these guys that are obsessed with going fast and how loud their exhaust is are obnoxious. It just seems like they have some deep-seated insecurity. And you know what? That's fine. My toy collection is probably annoying to some people, and it probably stems from the fact that, no, you know what? My toy collection doesn't wake up my entire neighborhood at 3 a.m. Get a new hobby, you tools. No, I know. No, that makes sense to me. Like, if you want to sell, I think we should sell. You're the boss, and I just think that... no. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you back. Rodney, what are you doing? Okay, Rodney, get out of my house! Okay, I'm sorry about that. We're here to talk about Power Rangers. So after the events of Power Rangers Zeo, the studio decided to make their second feature-length film, Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. And you know what? Even as a wide-eyed 9-year-old, I could tell that this movie was pretty underwhelming. And sadly, it would set the tone for the entire Power Rangers Turbo season.
Shift into Turbo!
I'll be looking at the first 4 episodes or so. I feel like that's plenty for you to decide that you don't want to watch it. The villain in this season is Diva Talks, a bargain bin version of Rita Repulsa.
The ruination of my plan to dominate the universe must be avenged!
This time, instead of a castle, the evil lair is a submarine. Why? Because nothing matters. The Rangers are largely the same cast as Zeo. They're finally graduating high school. Yes, high school. It doesn't matter that they're all clearly in their 30s. How much of a super senior are you if you're 35? But then halfway through the season, the cast is almost completely replaced. It's confusing. There is one new Ranger, Justin. He's like 12, but some form of super genius that skipped to high school. We'll get back to him later. If you want to watch this season but don't want to watch the movie that preceded it, and trust me, you don't, have no fear. There's an awful montage that explains the whole movie in under a minute. Oh, also Tommy is now some amazing NASCAR driver. Bulk and Skull are police officers. I guess they turned their bullying into a full-time career.
I sure hope we can handle all this action.
But about 10 minutes in, 2 monsters turn them into monkeys, and they remain that way for about half of the season. It's the worst plot point in Power Rangers history. And you know that's saying something. Okay, back to that Justin kid. In the Turbo movie, he took Rocky's place as the Blue Ranger. But how? How can a mere child be a Power Ranger? Well, when he morphs, he turns into a grown man somehow, but he still has the same annoying voice. I don't get it. Shouldn't his voice have changed with the rest of his body?
Alpha, what's that?
Wait, he shrinks back down just when his helmet is off? Just to go off on a quick tangent, one of the few bright spots of the Turbo season was the toy line. They were awesome. I only have one, and ironically it's Justin, the character I've been making fun of this entire review, but look how cool this is. Back in the day, Bandai made all the Power Rangers toys, and they're my favorite toys of all time, and easily my favorite thing to collect. And don't get me wrong, I love the new Hasbro stuff, but it doesn't quite capture nostalgia like the old Bandai toys do. Anyways, Divatox and her minions end up attacking the Rangers at their graduation ceremony. I'm not sure why an intergalactic evil being would care about a graduation, but we finally get to see the Rangers morph.
Red Lightning Turbo Power!
The new suits are passable, but they feel like a downgrade after Zeo. They aren't as detailed or colorful, and the helmets are meant to look like they're made out of car parts. Okay, I know, let's get to the Zords. Well, they're honestly not really Zords. They're just cars, which I guess is cool if you like cars. But look, if I wanted to watch The Fast and the Furious, I would probably have to reevaluate my life and how I got to this point. But if I wanted to watch The Fast and the Furious, I would watch The Fast and the Furious.
Honestly, I don't know why Ian has such a problem with cars. I lived in a car for 11 years.
The Megazord is pretty cool when they join together, but again, I think Zeo's looked better. The fights at the end are of course still the same, but that's to be expected. And at the end of the day, I guess that's all you really need from the Power Rangers. Giant robots fighting giant monsters. So why'd they include all this other crap? So yeah, it's definitely not the best season of Power Rangers, and you can probably skip past it unless you're some sort of masochistic completionist like myself. But you know what? The season that follows Power Rangers Turbo is probably the best one ever. Power Rangers in Space. I really hope I get to review that one someday, but for now, let's shift into Turbo. Oh no.